going to be showing you how to perform an oil change on a 2019 Volkswagen GTI Rabbit Edition. So we are going to start by setting the lift points. Okay, so the Volkswagens have plates that you just set them on, and the important part is you have to make sure that the lift itself doesn't hit any of the moldings. All right. Next step, we shall open the hood, and I personally like to check oil levels before I perform the oil change. Just in the event that it is low, you can notify the customer, or if it's your own vehicle, you can know for yourself. All right. All right, and oil level is good. All right, and another personal preference, I like to take off the oil cap just so that it's a little bit easier when you are draining the oil. So that is it for the top, and I will put it up in the air. Okay, so now that I have the vehicle up in the air, I am going to grab the oil drain and just set it underneath the car. And this car uses a Torx bit instead of a traditional socket. So this car is a T25. All right. And we'll use a 1/4 inch ratchet on this. And make sure it's on off. And twist it off. Okay, so now that the oil has come to a steady drip, we can put the oil drain plug back in the vehicle. Now it's important to check the O-rings on these to make sure they're not torn or cracked or anything of the sort, so we can put it in. Now Volkswagens, they're not traditional. They actually have a tab that locks into place. So there are no torque specs. It's only when the tab reaches the lock, which is at the bottom. So let's see if I can wipe it off. All right, and that's it. So I like to clean it off and spray it with a little bit of brake cleaner. And wipe it off to make sure that it's dry. And we are good. So now we can take the drain pan out from underneath and let the vehicle down. Now that the vehicle is back on the ground, we can take off the oil filter. And I like to start by taking off the engine cover and putting it onto the ground. And this oil filter is a cartridge filter. So it's a 32mm socket, and make sure it's on off. And then you can just take it loose. Alright, and once it's loose, we can bring the drain pan close. take out the cartridge, and there is an O-ring that I like to take a rag and just grab it and pinch on both sides and pull it off. And the new filter, and comes with a new O-ring and a cartridge. So I like to set it in there. It's important to put a little bit of oil on the O-ring itself, so we'll just take that. That makes it so that it seals when it gets put back in. So there's a little gap you want to put it in, and then it's good to go right back into the car. And I like to twist it by hand as far as it'll go before I put the ratchet on there. All right. We'll turn it to on, and then twist it until it seats, and just give it a little quarter of a turn. And now we can go right into putting the oil back into the vehicle. This particular model takes 6 quarts. So we'll twist that up. It's 020, and I have a funnel that we can set in there. Please, just stay, please. I have every second of this. 5. All right, so as I am coming to a finish with pouring the oil, got a little bit more to go. All right, so now we can just put the cap back on it and take the funnel out. And it's very important to put the cap back onto the vehicle. And we have to turn the vehicle on and let it run before we check the oil level, because if we read it right now, it would be a little higher. So I'm going to wash my hands and then turn the vehicle on. So now that we have my hands washed up, we can hop inside the vehicle and just let it run for a few seconds. Shut it off. We'll check the oil level and make sure that it's in the safe zone, so we can wipe it off. And check it. And it is reading in between the safe zone. So that is the oil change on a 2019 Volkswagen GTI Rabbit Edition. Thank you for watching.